everyone, it's me Pratima, and today I'll be helping you pick the perfect phone under 40,000 Indian rupees. Coming in 2024, as you can see, there are plenty of phones in this price segment, so I have been retesting every phone with each other. So stick till the end of this video to find out which phone is right for you. So if you're someone who wants the best camera performance more than anything else in the 40,000 price segment, then I would suggest you go with the Vivo V30 and the Vivo V30 Pro. Here, the regular V30 brings a trio of 50 megapixel sensors, one for selfies, one for wide angle, and the other for ultra wide angle shots. And I found that all three of them can take great looking photos on most occasions. Of course, that extra pinch of processing Vivo prefers might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it's done in such a harmless way that I think most people are going to like the photos from this phone. I also compared it against the Samsung Galaxy A55, and the Vivo V30 held its ground perfectly well too. Matter of fact, in a blind camera comparison that we conducted on our website, majority of the people preferred Vivo's photo as well. Likewise, you can also go with the slightly more expensive Vivo V30 Pro that has a dedicated 50 megapixel telephoto camera capable of shooting excellent 2x portraits. You can also take 2x portraits from the regular V30, but all it's doing is cropping in on the main sensor, so detail, subject focus, edge detection and all that are going to be way better from the V30 Pro. But other than the cameras, there are a lot of other things to love about these two as well, including this sleek design, a nice display, great battery life and decent performance. Although I have to admit, the software side of things on the V30 series is not exactly the best, which is why if reliable software experience is equally important to you, you've got to go with the Samsung Galaxy S23 FE Exynos variant that's currently available for under 40,000 rupees. For me, Samsung's One UI is one of the most feature-rich, most optimized and just fun to use Android skins out there. And like the V30 series, the Galaxy S23 FE has a damn fine camera setup as well, which takes great photos with vibrant colors, plenty of details and good dynamic range. The S23 FE is also the best phone for videos in this price range, hands down. There's a 4K 60fps option for the main and the selfie camera, whereas the ultra-wide and the telephoto lenses can do 4K 30fps videos each. The actual quality of the videos is pretty great as you'd expect, and I also like how I can switch between the lenses in the middle of recording here. So yeah, if you want a flagship smartphone experience under 40,000 rupees, the Samsung Galaxy S23 FE is as good as it gets. Samsung also sells the Galaxy A55 for a similar price, but to be very honest with you, adding a couple of thousand rupees more, you are going to get a vastly superior experience on the S23 FE. And one of the first things that comes to mind is definitely the camera experience. I tested both the A55 and the S23 FE side by side, and you can see how the color science on the S23 FE is superior than the A55. Plus, the 3x telephoto lens is able to take some nice portraits, while the A55 can only shoot at 1x. Not that the A55 has a bad camera setup, it's very capable, but things like dynamic range in ultra-wide angle shots, color reproduction in normal shots, and the fact that you can shoot 4K 60fps videos from both the front and back cameras of the S23 FE makes it a better camera phone in comparison. And since this thing belongs to Samsung's flagship lineup of smartphones, there are a few software features that you don't get on the A55 either, including Samsung's DeX and all those AI stuff we first saw on the S24 series. By the way, the Galaxy S23 FE's Exynos 2200 is also a much better performer for both general everyday usage and light gaming, although Exynos processors do struggle to offer you the best of gaming performance. In which case, the IQOO Neo 9 Pro is pretty much the obvious choice for all the gamers out there. It's the most affordable phone that comes with last year's flagship Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip, starting at just 35,000 rupees. But I will suggest you skip the base model for the faster UFS 4.0 storage alone. But no matter what memory configuration you decide on, I am sure you will have a blast gaming on the IQOO Neo 9 Pro. It can play games like PUBG Mobile at smooth 90fps and Genshin Impact at 60fps with negligible frame drops, while IQOO has also optimized the phone to play nice with high FPS optimized titles like Mech Arena. And I am happy to say that the IQOO Neo 9 Pro keep things nice and cool with the upgraded vapor chamber cooling system as well. Unfortunately, like it is with every other gaming phone out there, this phone also struggles in the camera department. I've talked all about it in a separate video where I compared it with the OnePlus 12R and the Nothing Phone 2. So yeah, definitely don't expect much from the IQOO Neo 9 Pro's cameras. IQOO just processes the images unnecessarily and the output looks quite unnatural in comparison to OnePlus and Nothing. Even videography wise, the output from IQOO is just okay. So even though IQOO does have a strong gaming prowess, camera-wise, it does not impress much. Okay, another phone that I would like to give a special shout out is last year's Pixel 7a. Yes, it sucks at gaming with big performance dips and overheating, and the battery life is also not that great, but if you want a clean, bloatware-free stock Android experience and reliable cameras, the Pixel 7a still makes a lot of sense. Although it's got an ordinary 64 megapixel primary and a 13 megapixel ultra-wide-angle shooter at the back, but Google's years of experience with post-processing clearly shows here. So be it when I am out on a bright sunny day or when it's dark at night, I can be rest assured that the Pixel 7a is going to take great photos no matter what. I wish the videography side of things could have been somewhat better here, mostly in terms of stabilization, but that's all. Okay, so far I've gone through phones that either have great cameras, excellent gaming power, or one with a very clean software experience. However, there are a couple of phones under 40,000 rupees that can do it all too, like the Nothing Phone 2. It's not perfect or anything, but the overall experience that Nothing has managed to deliver with this thing is really something else. From that unique design to display, performance, cameras, and battery life, it nails the basics almost perfectly. And since the Phone 2 has been on the market for quite some time now, you can actually get some amazing deals on it too, with even the high-end 512GB variant selling for less than 40,000 rupees these days. I know the glyph interface with all the funky lights is supposed to be the highlight of the Phone 2, but Nothing's software game is also seriously next level. The Phone 2 does miss out on a dedicated telephoto camera like the Vivo V30 Pro and the Galaxy S23 FE, but I must say it is also a solid camera phone. Nothing's optimization is quite eye-pleasing in most cases. It produces nice 1x and 2x portraits, and the high-res ultra-wide-angle shots are especially what impress the most. As I talked before, its normal and ultra-wide-angle shots are way better than what we get with something like the IQOO Neo 9 Pro. Finally, the OnePlus 12R is also one of those balanced smartphones that I can easily recommend under 40,000 rupees. And like the Nothing Phone 2, the OnePlus 12R has got a lot going on for itself. A big bright display, check. A premium bold design, check. And how about a powerful performance and fairly dependable set of cameras? You got it all. Whereas the battery life is also one of my favorite things about the OnePlus 12R. It's fueled by a big 5500 mAh battery, and even on days with a lot of gaming and camera usage, I was easily getting somewhere around 7 to 8 hours of screen on time here, which is easily the best at this price segment. And with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 powering it all, the OnePlus 12R is a proper performance champ too. I am still leaning towards the IQOO Neo 9 Pro when it comes to gaming, but the OnePlus 12R is a very close second in this contest. Its main camera is also great for both photos and videos, while the latest update has enabled 2x option for portraits too. I will admit that the OnePlus 12R's ultra-wide-angle shooter is not that impressive in comparison, but all in all, it's a perfect jack-of-all kind of phone that checks a lot of boxes. Now, I know some of you guys might also be looking into last year's OnePlus 11R for a better value for money, and I get it. The OnePlus 11R was a fantastic phone in 2023, which has only gotten even more fantastic with the price drop. But if you ask me, spending a little more, like 4,000 rupees more for the 12R is totally worth it for the more powerful Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip, a better main camera, and all the other quality of life upgrades. So guys, that was all for my top picks for the best phones that you can buy under 40,000 rupees. I hope this video was helpful for you to take an informed buying decision. I have a bunch of other buy guides I've been working on as well, so if you don't want to miss that, please do consider subscribing to our channel. And as it turns out, 80% of our viewers are not subscribed, so a subscription would be great. Till then, I'm Pratima and I'll see you pretty soon.